It's week 2 of the 2037 season, and coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC South rivals. We're just moments away from the action, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. It's week 2 of this NFL season. Couple of teams feeling good, Greg. Victory in the season opener, and that gives you just great momentum off the schneid to start the season. Now, what's ahead for these guys?
Going into week 1 was always kind of an interesting deal, Mike, and I always felt as a player, you prepare months for week 1, and then you prepare 7 days for week 2. It's kind of a very interesting thing, and here you have both teams 1-0, gotten off to a great start. Now you only got a week to turn the page, and you want to get into a normal rhythm week to week of what is a long NFL season. The better you start, the better it makes the end of the year, and you find yourself in that playoff hunt. You want to get these early September games.
The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. He had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. And if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, it's going to be a hard group to beat.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll send him over to the left. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Third and 6.
Here we go.
Man in motion, heading left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be let out, Greg, by their quarterback, a 1st-round pick in the April draft.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's enough for a first down. Now a give on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. First down picked up. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now.
Number 38, ball carrier.
Let's go. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. The ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Back to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. They'll run. And waiting, no signal. He did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Panthers offense ready now for their second drive. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Check. Alert. I'm not flying.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Reload. Bring it. Bronco switch.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Dragons offense ready for their second possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
Again, 4 yards. First down, Dragons.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult. Defensively, it'll set up a 4th down. The Dragons punt team unit comes out. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. Brought down at the 21. A gain of 1. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But somehow it comes right back to him. Here's the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Dragons offense ready to get back at it. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. Oh, look at this. It's a fake. And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free.
Here we go.
Edwards is the man on the move. They'll go with a counter on first down. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Edwards is the man on the move. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now a loose football. It is picked up by the defense. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
2nd down and 8. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete.
Number 83. A gain of 9 yards. And the London first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give up the middle. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. His throw left side is complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Dragons. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers, and the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play, threw it up to the left corner of the end zone, and, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing now from the gun. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. The Dragons offense about ready to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Let's go now.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Here's a run going left. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
The Panthers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. And mark them down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
At the 34-yard line.
Samuel brought in motion. Handoff here, up the middle, and he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. They send a receiver in motion left. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down. Up the middle they go. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The defense has it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
The Dragons offense ready to take over possession of the football. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. He'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Woo! Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay, and a first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
To the ground, a first down run. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Look him up on a second down and 8. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Dragons.
Think back to the spring, Mike. We all watched the highlights of this guy's pro day, and you always question, why do they make these quarterbacks just rear back and throw it as far as they can? How often are they really going to do that? Well, when they do, like we saw here, it is a thing of beauty. He put that big arm on display with that last pass, and it winds up going for 6.
The extra point is good. And the Dragons move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with 1st down. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. He'll get this out to his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
That's going to be caught.
I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations. but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Receiver in motion, headed left. Now a second timeout called by the defense. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. He'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Trying again here from the 7-yard line, second down and goal. They put a receiver in motion to the left. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Now he is in. Touchdown, Panthers. Now the try for an extra point. He knocks it through. Panthers are back in this one. It's 17-7. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. And a good run there on second down. A pickup 7. It'll bring up third and 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Chargers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And that one's gone to halftime with the visiting 49ers out in front. The Niners needing to hold on and win this one on the road to avoid falling to 0-2. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see him, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
They'll stick with him again. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now a give on the ground. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. And it'll bring up 3rd down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. His second grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Quick hitting slant there. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2.
offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Tight end going in motion here. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. To the air now on 1st and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, London.
They send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down.
A gain of a yard. 1st down, Dragons.
On the ground, they go with their running back. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, they'll go with the counter to try to pick it up. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. Edwards is the man on the move. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Go.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Receiver in motion, going right. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They'll begin here on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just needs somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not
a big hole. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Dragons. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Dragons will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. He fumbled the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
He'll drop to throw. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And the defense has it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
The receiver, he's to the ref. So from our perspective, Mike, I think it's pretty clear. He was not in bounds. I don't blame him for trying. If I was in his situation, I'm doing the exact same thing.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on fourth down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This from 30 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Dragons will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Greg, kind of a head-scratcher in this one. A fumble or 2 here or there. That's going to happen. But they've continually put the ball on the ground in this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've ever seen anything quite like it, and kind of seems like when it rains, it pours. It gets a little mental for the ball carriers. They're kind of contagious in a sense, Mike. But you know who also gets really wrapped up in it is the defense. They say, hey, I've seen that ball pop out time and time again. You get those guys continuing to believe it's going to come out and attack the ball, and you have days like this today.
Second down and 3. Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
19.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. 3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Oh, yeah. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone. Throwing now on 1st and 10.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Back to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. They've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield.
The ball comes out. And this will be recovered by the offense, so no run back at least, but it'll still wind up a turnover on downs.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want, but now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier, because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Oh, big hole, left side. Inside the 30. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. A run on 1st and goal. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now here's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Dragons. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Short pass taken in by the tight end.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Dragons offense getting set to get back to work. And it would appear they're on their way to a 2-0 start as they begin things here with 1st and 10 in this 4th quarter. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to get it. 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back.
Still 1st down.
On the jump. Ready.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. Can't fault the effort. He got him for a couple of tackles, but ultimately the defense gets him for a loss of yards. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Now, faking the give. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it. Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Dragons offense ready to get back at it. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground, and that last run puts him over 200 rushing yards in this game. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Let's go now.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Right back to him on first down. And he lowers the shoulder. A gain of about 3. They face second down and 7. Handoff here, up the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. So it's a win for our visitors. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.